Welcome to musicmoveit.com. I am Torio, and today I want to talk about the reasons why artisan bands fail. I really want to thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you end up liking this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Really helps the channel out. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. I do videos like this all the time about music, business, advice, and every Friday I do short reviews of indie music. So check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy some of the videos here. Now let's talk about the subject at hand. Why do artisan bands fail? There's many reasons. I want to talk about a few of them and discuss how to overcome them, basically. So the first one, a lot of artisan bands are expecting to get famous overnight. They want fast results, and they're expecting things to happen smoothly and easily, and they think they're going to blow up basically overnight. But that does not happen, and if it does, it's like hitting the lottery, basically. You got to understand, a lot of these artists that you like that are commercial artists that are super popular, it may seem like they blew up all of a sudden out of nowhere, but a lot of these artists have been indie for like 7 years. And then the label pushes them out there as if they just blew up all of a sudden and this and that. It's not like that. It takes years to get this thing going properly and to build your fan base, especially when you're independent. Another reason is because it takes such a long time, a lot of people stop believing in what they're doing. They're like, oh, this is taking forever. It's been a year and I just don't think I have what it takes. But that's not true. Like I said, it takes time. It takes patience. You have to build your craft. You have to build your fan base. You have to build your knowledge on the business so you'll know about marketing and promotion and what each one means and all that good stuff. So keep that in mind. It's not an easy or fast thing to be involved in. So another reason is that a lot of artists and bands are scared of success. It may seem weird and sound odd, but think about it. Once you get successful, things change. I kind of had it in my mind early on when I was trying to be an artist and trying to get my music out there like hardcore. I was always a little bit nervous about success. Things are going to change. All of a sudden I'll have to quit my job. Does that mean I'll have enough money to pay my bills once things start blowing up a little bit? Will I make enough money to sustain that? It's hard to imagine what it's going to be like once you hit that bar of success that you want to be in. Your life's going to change. And a lot of people fear that, and that holds them back. But you can't let the fear of success hold you back. You just got to dive into it and take it as it comes at you and deal with it and hit it head on and believe in yourself, and it'll be easier than you think. Another common reason artisan bands fail is because they feel burnt out, which is understandable. Especially in the beginning, you're going to feel like you're constantly doing these shows for very little money, trying to get out there, trying to build your fan base up, doing shows for very little money, and also doing shows late at night. Sometimes when you start opening for other acts, you may not go on until midnight at some of these clubs. It's tiring. Imagine being in a band, carrying equipment around, and after the show, midnight, maybe you even were drinking. That'll burn you out even more. All this kind of stuff makes you feel burnt out, and you're like, oh, I just can't do this. But the key is to take breaks. It's okay to take a break. If you've been doing a lot of shows, or you've been in the studio recording constantly, if you're tired, you got to give your brain a rest and your body a rest. Take a few weeks off. It's no big deal. No big deal. You got to do it for yourself, though. Make sure you take care of yourself first. Another one I want to talk about is that people feel like the world owes them something, or everything should be for free. Things like that. I've talked about this in the past. Nothing is going to be free. It may seem like these major artists are living a great life and they have all this freedom and they don't have to pay for anything. Well, they do. Generally, they do, especially when it comes to the record label. Anything these artists do, whether it's getting booked in a hotel after the show or, a tour bus that takes them to tour on, or the music video, all this stuff is paid for by the label. And of course, they want to recoup all this money they put into you. So think about it like that. If you're an indie artist, you are the record label. So you're going to have a budget to put this stuff out, to pay for a hotel, to pay for transportation to shows, pay for equipment for recording, things like that. Basically, nothing is free. Even marketing and promotion, you got to get used to the idea that you have to pay for it generally. Sometimes you could do trades maybe with someone. I'll do this for you, you do this for me. But generally, if you want good marketing and promotion, you got to pay to do it. That's just how it is, how it's always been. So you need a budget. Keep that in mind. And lastly, the last one I want to talk about is a lot of artists and bands are scared of change. They feel like they might not be in control anymore of what's going on, or sometimes you need to make changes. You might have to replace your drummer. That's a change. You might be nervous. Is he going to be any good? Is the next one going to be able to keep up with this band? Things like that. Sometimes you have to change things around, even maybe your sound or your style or something to make it where your brand is powerful to the audience that you're trying to market to, basically. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes it ends up being bad. But how will you know if you never do it? So keep that in mind. You got to try sometimes to change things up if one thing isn't working for you. You can't keep making the same mistakes over and over by doing the same thing. It's not going to work. Change things up. See what happens. Now, I hope you liked this short video. If you did, give it that thumbs up like I said before. Subscribe. Don't forget, look in the description below. There are tons of things that could help your music career down there. There's ebooks you can download. There are services, discounts on services such as TuneCore, Bandzoogle, DistroKid. So if you need that distribution, use the links below and it'll give you a discount on using that service. There's tons of other things down there that can help your career, so check it out. I guarantee you'll find something. I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.